Welcome to On Purpose Ministries, where we, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, help you, my brothers and sisters, find your purpose so you can live in purpose, walk with purpose, and do everything on purpose. I'm your sister Rashida, and we welcome you. So, family, excuse any background noise. I'm outside of my truck, so you have to excuse any noise that you hear. I try to turn my heater down, but forgive me if you can't hear me clearly. But the Father has given me a word to speak to his people, to speak to his children today. This is a specific word, and it will serve as confirmation to all of you to whom it applies to. Listen, the Father is sending you a ram. The Father has had you to do something or some things that haven't made sense, that doesn't seem like God at all, and it just doesn't seem to be working. No matter how hard you try to do it, it's everything seems to be fighting against you. It seems like it's difficult to get things done. This word is for those who the Most High has called to do something, and whatever it is he has instructed you to do to enter your land is something you don't want to do at all. It's something that makes you uncomfortable. It's something that makes you regret fighting for the land at all because of the fight and how difficult things have been and how challenging things have been for you. It's not something you would do if you had the option to choose how you would enter your land. The route that the Father has you on is not something you would choose to do. The route that the Father's taking you on to get into your land doesn't make sense, and it doesn't look like you will enter in your land at all. But rest assured, God is sending you a ram. When we read the story of Abraham and how he was promised a child who God later told him to sacrifice, a promise that was given to him, he wanted him to kill. That doesn't seem like God. That doesn't make sense. Why would you tell me you would give me a child and then promise me all of these things concerning this child and then tell me to kill him when none of these things you promised me concerning him has happened, has come to pass, has taken place? I'm sure Abraham didn't want to kill his son. This was something he waited for, something he pleaded for. And now that he finally had it, God told him to get rid of it, to sacrifice it. Just like some of you, God has instructed you to do some things or something in your to get in your land, and it makes no sense to you. You don't understand why he is taking you on this path. Some of you have been down this road before, and it looks familiar, and it's kind of scaring you because you feel like you are going backwards, and you feel like God is not about to do what it is that he has told you, whatever it is that that God has promised you, that he gave you a promise just to take it away, that he gave you a promise just to dangle it in your face, just to keep speaking about things that doesn't seem to happen. But just like Abraham, although he didn't want to do what it was that God was telling him to do, he was willing to do all that God required of him. You may have not wanted to do it, but however, you were still willing to do whatever God has required of you, no matter what it costs you. This is something that has been weighing heavy on you, that has been burdening you down because it's something you don't want to do at all. Think about Abraham, would in their right mind want to sacrifice their son, their child. This is not something you wanted to do, but out of obedience and your love for the Father, whatever it is he has told you to do, you were willing to do. And just when Abraham was about to go through with it, what God had instructed him to do, God stopped him and said, "Look over here. I have another option for you, a better option for you, one that will make sense, one that does not make you uncomfortable, one that won't disturb your peace. I just had to test you to see if you would do it, even if you didn't want to do it, even if it made no sense, even if it was uncomfortable for you." God is sending you another option, a way out. He's taking you on another route to get into your land. You thought it was going to happen this way. You thought you were going to have to sacrifice your son, whatever that looks like for you. You thought God was sending you back to something that made you uncomfortable to something he knows you don't feel comfortable doing or like doing at all. You thought God forgot about you. Just when you were about to go through with it, God is going to say, stop. I was just testing you. Look over here. I have a better option for you, something much easier for you, something that doesn't require much fighting, something you would actually like to do, something that won't make you uncomfortable. God is sending you help. He is restoring you. He is making a way for you to enter your land. And the way you thought he was going to do it, the way that he has presented to you that has been troubling you, God is about to surprise you and stop you and present you with a better option. It's not going to happen the way you think it is. You're not going to have to do what you thought you would have to do to get into this land. God was just testing you to see if you would do it no matter how bad things were troubling you. You are entering into a season of rest, a season where you can breathe again. God is sending you relief, and those things that have been troubling you won't trouble you anymore. So, that thing you've been stressing about, that thing you have been worrying about, that thing that has been constantly on your mind, that thing you've been sad about because you didn't want to do it, you didn't want to let it go, you didn't want to move in that direction that God was taking you to. God says, relax. It was just a test. You won't have to go through with it. I'm presenting you with a better way, a much easier way to get into your land. And on this route, you don't have to fight for it because the path has been cleared. Just imagine how Abraham was able to breathe again. The relief he must have felt when God stopped him and gave him a ram to sacrifice instead of his son. Think about how he felt in that moment. What he thought God was going to have him to do, he didn't have to do it at all. God is doing the same thing for you. That thing that's been troubling you, you won't have to do it out at all. You won't have to go through with it. You are entering into a season of rest, new beginnings, blessings, breakthroughs, overflows, and miracles. The moment you enter into your land, everything will take off from there. Back to back blessings and breakthroughs. Once you enter, the fighting will cease and you will be relieved. God is sending you rest, provision, peace, prosperity, and so many more things once you enter this land. God is giving you a ram, and the dry land is appearing for you to come off the ark and to walk into your land. So, God wanted to speak to his children today and to let them know that don't worry, you won't have to do it. It won't happen the way that you had that has been troubling your mind that you thought it was going to happen. It won't be difficult for you to enter in. He says, I am sending you a ram. You can rest now. You can breathe now. It's on me. I got you. Stay strong and be encouraged that whatever has been troubling you concerning what God has told you to do, the route that he has been taking you on, you won't have to do it. You won't have to go through it. It won't have to happen that way that has been troubling you. It will be made easy for you. He is relieving you of this duty and sending people to assist you to enter in. So that's it for this word. I pray each and every one of you have an amazing day. Your ram is on the way. Relax, breathe. You won't have to do it, and it won't happen the way you've been thinking that has been troubling you. So be blessed, stay encouraged. Shalom, family.